Hi, it's Mark Homan from Paul's Photo and the Creative Photo Academy. And you can see we're here in the Creative Photo Academy gallery, and we have some beautiful prints hanging up. You know, a lot of you bring your images in to Jeff in our lab and you make great prints from them. But then they go in a drawer. They've got to get up and get framed. Come on, Chris, follow me. So we're here in the gallery today, and we have the self-portraits from our advanced students. And how fun is this? To see the beautiful images, to put them in a frame and put them up on the wall. So I bet you want to learn how to do this. So let's go. Let's talk about framing and matting. It's very simple to do. So we're going to show you in one or two easy, actually it's not going to be one or two, it's a couple of steps, how easy it is. Well, here's the first step, right? A Canon Pixma Pro printer. And then you've seen the tour of the lab and how fun it is to print in the lab. So now we're going to finish those pictures. We're going to get them ready for class evaluation, or we're going to get them ready to stand up in your home. So what we did is we prepared a little area here for you. And I've got a couple of prints out. So I wanted to just show you. Now, I love to make prints. And I print them either in the lab here, have Jeff print them for me, or I print them on my Canon Pixma Pro printer. So I've got here, this is a 12 by 18 print. You notice it's a little rectangular from the normal print you usually make, because I like to make a full frame print that works the size of my digital SLR camera. This is another favorite print size of mine, 10 by 15. Now you can't go to the art store and buy a frame for a 10 by 15 or a 12 by 18. So what do? We mat these prints. And this is a hinged, archival quality white mat. This is what we use at the Creative Photo Academy when you come to class. In boot camp and intermediate, you do 8 by 10 or 8 by 12 prints. In advanced photography, we do 11 by 14 or 10 by 15 or 12 by 18 prints. So this is a 10 by 15 mat for a 16 by 20 frame. Now a 16 by 20 frame is a standard frame size that you can find at any art store. We sell the frames here, but that's not the point. It's a standard size. So you can buy this frame and put it up in your house very simply. These frames are 25 or 30 bucks. So let's talk about how you mat. So I've got the mat. It's a pre-cut mat. We sell those here, or you can get them at any art store. Here's the picture. Now, how do you do this? You need one piece of equipment. Tape. If I'm going for class, I use the blue painter's tape, because the picture is going to be in the mat a week at the most. If I'm going to put it up in my house, I use the Linico archival linen tape. We'll see with both of these, this is a single-sided, pull-it-off type tape. So I'm going to make a picture that I'm just going to put up in the classroom to share for my homework. So I'm going to do this one of TJ. This is from our Weston workshop a few years ago. So 12 by 18 print. That's the largest print you can make on your 13 by 19 printer, like the Canon Pixma Pro 100 or Pixma Pro 10. It's a standard size we make here in the lab, and Jeff makes a beautiful print for you. So here is a 12 by 18 mat that will fit in a 16 by 20 frame, which is a standard frame size. So how do I do this? Well, first, I lay the mat right over the picture to make sure that it fits. And it fits. It's going to look good. So how do I do this now? I pick up the mat. I turn over the mat below it so I have a nice work surface. And I hold this up. Chris, can you come around behind here? Can you see that? Can you see that you can see the picture through the mat? So I'm holding it up to the light. Or here, let me come around so you can see out to the back window. See how you can see the image through the mat? Can you see that? Yeah, so now I can see where I want to place the mat. So I'm getting the head in the bottom, I've got the head in the top, the sides are straight, and now I lay this down. And because this is going to be a class print, I use the blue painter's tape. Now, don't be cheap on the tape. I take a full swath of tape. that's going to go all the way across my print and tape it down just like that. So I've gone all the way across the top of the mat. You see that? Now you hold it up and look at it. I got it right. So the second part of this is we're going to tape the two pieces of the mat together. Once again, a full swath of tape all the way across. And now, for class, I have a prepared print. How cool is that? So now I'm going to make this next print, the one of Bonnie here. I'm going to make this as a 10 by 15 print, but I'm going to make this one for my gallery, for the gallery here at the Creative Photo Academy. So we're going to use the Linico archival tape. Now to do this, you need a knife or a pair of scissors. So once again, I'm going to put the mat down. I'm going to turn the mat so it's right side up. I'm going to put the print down on the mat. I'm going to hold it up to the light. I'm going to get it lined up exactly as I want. Boom. Now I'm going to use the archival tape. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to take my knife, because I always have a Swiss Army knife in my pocket. My grandfather taught me that. So now I have a piece of tape for the mat. It comes apart. The tape goes down just like that. I cut a little bit too much, so I trim it. I look at it. It's nicely done. I now use the backing board. I put the backing board right in there. Cut another piece of tape. Isn't this interesting? I bet you guys couldn't believe it's this easy. And then the tape comes down and holds that together. Now, what's the difference between the blue tape and the white tape? One's blue, one's white, I know. But this is archival tape that'll last 100 years. So I'm making 100-year life prints on my Canon Pixma Pro 1000 printer. I'm using the long life Moab or Hahnemühle paper, and I'm using archival mats so that these prints will be around for 100 years. So there's a beautiful 10 by 15 print in a 16 by 20 mat. So let's say now I want to make a bigger print. So this is the same 12 by 18 print made on the Pixma Pro 1000 17-inch printer. Now you can have Jeff print these for you as well, bigger if you want. Cleaning up here. Now, I wish this was a cooking show where I had assistants to do this stuff for me. But now, if I'm going to put this one up in my home, I want the bigger size 20 by 24 mat. So this is a little more expensive mat, a little bit more expensive frame, but I like the way it looks better. So it works exactly the same way. Take the print, lay it down. This is going to be an archival print, so I'm going to use the archival tape. I hold it up to the light. I get the lion all centered exactly. Does that look good, Chris? Yes or no? Yep. That looks good. Okay, good. So then it goes down. Pull the tape out all the way across. Cut it. So if this was, once again, for class, I'd be using the blue tape. But because this is for the gallery at home, I'm using the archival tape. Come on, and how come I can never get this to separate when I am talking to you guys on video? There it is. Ta-da. And now the tape goes down. Trim it. How's it look, Chris? Looks pretty cool. So now all I have to do is join the two pieces of the mat together. Once again, don't be cheap on the tape. I see people all the time put 4 little squares of tape on here. and then the dang thing comes apart. So, full strip of tape. Is that cool or what? You saw how long it took to do this. It's very simple and easy. It's something that you can do with your pictures to make them look lots better, because we spend the money to go on a photo trip. We buy a camera. We make the prints. Put them up, let people enjoy them. Reap the benefit. Get the oohs and ahs from your family and friends by making prints, by bringing them to class to have them evaluated. That's the fun of this. Mark Coleman from Paul's Photo and the Creative Photo Academy wishing you a great day, and let's make great prints and share them together.